Okay, good morning, and welcome to our Google Forms training. What we have today is going to help you really get your Google Forms for your parties, your door prize slip set up. We're going to talk about some other type of Google Forms and things that you may need to know. So we have our specialist in the house. Yay! Pamela is here, and so she's going to be teaching us today. So I'm going to let you take it up, Pamela.
Okay, so not all of us, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Let me see if I can make this big. I'm on Sarah's computer. I'm so used to teaching from my laptop that died. So not all of us use Google or have created a form. And so I know that sometimes when they go to find forms, depending on what kind of account you have, and mine, I'm used to something different because I have Google Apps for Education. So I have like features that the rest of you don't have. So I'm signed up on a free Google account. But you notice when you go to your, I call this the waffle up in the corner, the little 9 dots, when you click the waffle, it'll open up the Google Apps. You don't see forms there. So a lot of people say, I don't have forms. I can't do forms because they don't see it there as one of the icons. But when you click your drive, the triangle, and everything's rainbow colored now, they changed that about a month ago. When you click your drive, the triangle, I'm going to move you. I keep moving because I do what Michelle did. I'm moving people out of the way. Over here, when I click new, now I see my Google Forms, the purple icon. So I can create my Google form from there, but I didn't see it just as one of my major apps. And so because we have some people that have never created a form, we're going to start there. I go and I click forms, and then I'm ready to start creating a form. Whatever I type here, pretty much we're going to just put practice form. And when I click up here in the title in the top left, it'll put that name there for me. I don't have to retype it. Okay. There are, I usually make my form and then make it pretty later. But I can do all kinds of questions here. So what is this form for? It is to learn to make a form. And then when I go to the question, I have a drop box over here that I can do all kinds of different questions. Short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes. When I do check boxes, I can get multiple answers on the same question. For multiple choice and drop down, it's a single answer per question. But when I do check boxes, they can click as many options as they want. So that's something that it does. I can upload files. These are kind of more advanced things you can do, but we'll leave them for right now. I can add a question, just multiplies the number of questions that I have. I can import questions from somewhere else. I can put a title in. I can add an image to my question. So if I wanted to do, let's say we're doing something about favorite products, I'm going to put in here. See what comes up. Pampered Chef favorites. Okay, those don't even look like Pampered Chef, so I don't know. Maybe I should just put a certain one. I love how you can't type when somebody's watching you. Oh, maybe I'll just upload something from, this is Sarah's computer, so that's why I don't think there's, anyway, I can choose a picture and I can add it. There. I can create sections in my form. If I want to have a separate section and I want the information about the person in one section, information about something else in another section, I can divide up my form. So I'm going to go to a form that I've already created. So it's as simple as that to create a form. If I want to make my form pretty, I go up here in the top right corner. There's, it looks like an artist palette. I can choose the colors that I want my form to be in. I want it to be, themed, whatever color that I want it. Okay. And I can also, let's do Christmassy, choose an image. I can go down here. I can put in an image of my own, but do they have holidays? don't see holidays. Let's just find something. But if I wanted something at the top, I can put a picture. If you want to be really fancy, you can actually insert a video that will play up there too when you're choosing your picture. So, and then just like it did in Canva last night when Michelle was showing us, once you put an image, it will give you colors that go well with what you already selected as your picture. It'll kind of go through and find those for you. Okay, but to me, the magic of a form is not in the form itself, it's in the spreadsheet that the form makes. If you want to see what the form looks like before you publish it, that's what the eyeball does. It gives you a preview of what the form is going to look like for the people you send it to. And then the gear lets you do, and I almost always do this, collect email responses so I know who it is from. Okay, if I want everybody else to see what's coming in, it's something that's important, it's data we're gathering that's important to all of us, I can let my respondents, the people respond, I can let them see what I see when the answers come in. So if it's information the whole group needs to know, then you can click that there. Anybody that does anything with teaching, you, I do most of my quizzes for my students here because it will grade it for me. And so if you click quizzes, you can make it a quiz and it will send the questions, what they missed, what the correct answers were, what the point values were, all to your students. So in distance learning, that's how all my quizzes get created. So I don't have to grade them. And then what do the 3 dots do for you? The 3 little dots let you undo something you did, let you make a copy of the form. And this is super important when people send you a form and you use their form, unless you make a copy of it and make the form your own, then all the information you gather from your hosts within a party, it goes to the person that made the form. It doesn't go to you. So if you use somebody else's form, they share a form with you, make a copy or they're going to get all of your leads. Okay. And then when I want to send this, I can trash it. When I want to send this form to somebody, I'm done. I'm ready to send it to all my hosts. What I'm going to send them is a link. And this throws most people off. So because I click get a link and I don't have a link. Okay. And I go, what? And so pre-fill responses, then down here at the bottom, I click get link. Okay, that's where I get my link. There are sometimes, dependent on your form, where you have to click down here, pre-fill responses, then get link. But that's how you go and get your link. And that's what you share. You can just then paste it into your party or wherever you're putting it. If I want other people to be able to edit my form and be able to have all of the controls of the form that I have, it's a shared form. So a collaborator is a form I'm sharing with somebody else. Like if all of the directors are trying to do something together and they all sent this out to their own team, I would add collaborators and I would add the people that I want as collaborators on my form in the share section. And then add-ons is very rarely used. One add-on that you have, and it's probably not loaded on, yeah, it's not loaded on her computer, is something called Choice Eliminator. So when you're doing a potluck and you're having people sign up for what they want to bring, and you don't want like 9,000 main dishes and nothing else, then you can put main dish 1, main dish 2, main dish 3, or you can put that we're doing an Italian theme. Who's going to bring spaghetti? Who's going to bring lasagna? Who's going to bring manicotti? You put that there, and then as somebody chooses it, it's gone. The next person can't choose it. And so it keeps you from getting multiples of things. And so that's something that you can add on. So I'm going to go to a form that I previously created. For this, going to my drive, and I just did a sweatshirt form. So I am going to I think I have all of your emails in here now. I'm going to send you this form and I'm going to ask you to fill it out. So when I want to send it to somebody, I click send, and I think I have all of you in here. Shelley Tezzolino, Chef Michelle, Sue Santan, Gloria, this is you, Gloria. Oh, you know, Gloria.Ross, that was yours. And then Mary, does yours start with your name, Mary? No, it doesn't. What does yours start with, Mary?
MDN, but Galindo's in
There
it.
it is. There it is.
Yeah,
there it
that's
is.
me.
There it is. Okay, so I just sent you all this form and it's about asking about a sweatshirt. So you should get it. Just go ahead and fill it out so we can play with the data y'all send me.
If you're using it for someone, you put do you prefer sip or pullover? And then do you prefer hood or no hood? You still put the sip or the pullover?
Oh, sorry.
It's just practice though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because it kicked out a question and I added it back and I wasn't paying attention. It's okay. So the top one's going to be hood. The bottom one's no hood. And as people answer, you can see at the top that my responses are changing. I have 2 responses now. Three.
Yeah, I haven't got my email yet. Maybe my connection's slow. You want to verify the email? I know you've sent me stuff before.
Yeah, let's just check again.
Can you click on the little link one also, and that will also give you a link?
Yes. So mdngalindo@gmail.com. Yes.
Is it
Yes.
L-I or
Yeah,
I-L?
you got it.
Galindo. Galindo.
Yeah.
Huh.
Could it be in your junk mail?
I don't know. That's weird.
Junk.
Should be.
Oh, yeah, it went to junk.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised my students haven't tried telling me that. Miss Townsend, I didn't get it. I went to junk. I'm so sorry. So your answers really don't matter that much. We're just using it to have data to play with. So we're going to use what we have. So up there, 5 responses. Yay. So I go up here to responses now. It's at the top of what I created. I have questions and I have responses. It will give you, if you just need a general sense, it will give you pie graphs. So I have answers. These are the people that answered me. And when I go down, I have, I did this morning, her funky thing. I have pie graphs for all of my charts so I can get a sense of what the majority want. Okay. And that would be a real quick way. If your first question is, would you like to have a party? Then you'll see the no's, the maybes, the laters, the yeses. That would be, and that's everybody as a group together. But if I individually want to see what somebody answered, then I can scroll through all 5 of your forms to see what you each individually answered. But up here at the top is where you see the icon for Google Sheets, the green with the little plus sign. That is the magic in a Google form. I click that and it asks me, do I want to create a new spreadsheet or do I want to use an existing spreadsheet? So I am going to create a new spreadsheet. And most people know that you can do this, but most people don't recognize what you can do after this. So I didn't collect your email, but if I had collected your email over here in the timestamp, so if you're giving a contest for who did something first in your party, then you have a timestamp there. But in my parties, I always put my collect emails. So I have a way to get back to even the people, because most of the people in the party, they were a Facebook person of a friend of somebody. I don't know them, but this gives me a contact for them that I just collected from them. Okay. This is a t-shirt order, okay? And so I want to know, first of all, how many people want what? I want to do an order. And so I'm going to click on the C column, on the header of the C column, and I am going to, at the top, click data, and I can alphabetize that from A to Z. Now, everybody that ordered, because I put in the categories, everybody that ordered a pullover is together. Everybody that ordered a zip is together. Okay. And then in the zip, because you had hood or not hood, supposedly, right? You had hood or not hood. So if I want to just take my zips and separate it between who wanted hood and not hood, I just highlight that category. I go to the, excuse me, click the wrong thing. I'm going to be in the D column. Oh, her thing works weird. When you're not on your own computer, things work slightly differently. So let's see, I'm going to go to data and I'm going to sort this by, I want to sort it by column C. Why isn't it giving me that choice? Sort the range. Okay, so I only want to sort the part I highlighted. And over here, I want to sort it by column C, because column C is where I had the hood or not hood. And then it will sort that. So now I have all of my people that wanted a zip and wanted a hood together. I can sort them. When I have them all sorted into their categories, I normally am doing this for a class or a school, and I have like 100 entries into it. When I'm done, I will sort each one of those categories by their size. And now my order form is done for me. I have all the people that wanted this kind of shirt with a hood with this size together. Okay, so that's super easy to do. I do my inventory on here. Okay, whether I keep up with it, that's on me, but I know how many of the extras that I have in stock. I put in the price of them, so that when somebody's asking what I have and how much I want for it, if it's not an item that I use all the time or sell all the time. So these are the items that I have in stock. When I was really good, it told me where it was. It's now not stored there anymore. But I have a Google form. So when I get in something that's extra, I don't have to put in the spreadsheet. I just go fill out my inventory form that I just got in a can opener. It costs $40, whatever. And you can keep your inventory shared. That's kind of the quick basics of Google Forms. What have you heard Forms can do, maybe that you don't know how to make it do, that I could show you?
It's not so much on what we know, is like if you can show us, like when Shelly sends us her form, how to copy it into our own form, like
Okay.
having both of them open and copying from one to the other.
So I will open another form. So let's say I don't know if I have a form somebody
You
sent
want me to send you one right now?
Send me a form, yeah. And so sometimes people don't know where to find stuff in Google either. And so when somebody shares you something, it originally comes to you in a form of an email, but I could go to shared with me and I would see a form that has been shared with me. So down here, I apparently have this form that was
Oh,
shared.
I just sent you that one. Okay.
Okay,
I can send you another one though.
no, it's fine. So here is a form that's shared with me. And right now, if I respond to this, or send it out to my guests and they respond to this, Shelly is going to get all of my answers.
Mhm.
And I want the information from my guests. And so you'll hear Shelly sometimes on Facebook say, hey, who has a guest name, this or this or this? It's because it's shown up on a response form that she has that somebody forgot to make a copy of. So I use the 3 dots up here and I click make a copy. And it's going to ask me, what do I want to call this now? And if I look at it and if I go to the front, it'll say copy of, enter a door prize. And so I always take out the copy of and I put Pamela's enter a door prize and I just click save. And now notice the name at the top of this is now mine. And so when I send this link out to people now, it will come to me. It'll generate the answers to me. Once again, how did I do that? I went up here to the 3 dots. I click make a copy. If I want to make, so sometimes I will make a form and I want to make sure mine doesn't get messed up. I will do you the favor or me the favor before I send it out. And I'll go, okay, I'm going to make this for Gloria. And so I'm going to go here. And so if you get something from me and it already has your name on it, you don't have to make a copy. That is already, I think you still have to make a copy or the answers still come to me. But I know that mine, it's never going to touch mine because what I sent her was one that was her own from the beginning. And so if her data came in, it would come in on Gloria's form. And then I wouldn't have to ask who it was. I said, hey, Gloria, I got some of your information. And I would just send it to her. But so I do that sometimes when I make it for everybody.
I think that was posted on one of my parties from a shared one, and I think it went to Shelly.
Right. And so you just
I didn't realize what it was, and I didn't change it, and so yeah, that went out to all my guests on the party.
Yeah, so it's not hard. It's just remembering to do the step. Yeah. Since we're in here, I'm going to show, I think all of you probably, but Gloria have seen this, but I'm going to look for last year's trip calculator.
Ooh.
I'm not looking in. I think that's what I called it. Apparently it's not. Or I might have done it on my school account. It's bad because I often am on my school account and I'll do something quick at recess and I'm like still in my school account. Let me see if it's in my school account. Because I am going to make one as soon as we know about the trip on Monday.
Mhm.
I am going to make one for everybody. Too many forms. Incentive. It was just in sheets that I sent it to you, right? Do you guys remember?
Let's see, I'm gonna go in there right now and look.
Sheets. Here, trip tracker. This is why it wasn't calculator, trip tracker. Okay, here it is. So I am going to, it won't be a form, it'll just be a sheet. So we all want to go traveling with Pampered Chef next year, correct? So in sheets, I have a goal sheet. And then at the bottom, this is like turning the page of the book. Can you see at the very bottom where it says sheet 1 and sheet 2? That's a different page. So when I click on sheet 2, this is my actual. This was a master one, so there's nothing on it. But last year, I said that I was going to do 2,500 in sales a month, that I was going to get 1 or 2 recruits per month, that I was going to get paid at director every month, and that I was going to develop directors in these months. These were my goals, okay? And notice that as I did it based on how much Pampered Chef said we were going to earn for each one of those things, I already put formulas into all of these cells. And so when I click director, it gave me my points. So I'm going to choose, and I said, heck no, I'm going to be an advanced director this month. So in this line, notice my points right now I earn are 6,500, but I'm going to get paid as an advanced director. And when I do that, notice that it already changed, that I'm going to get paid 7,000. I'm going to get a total of 7,000 that month. If that month so those are my goals. That's what I want to do. And I had down here at the bottom that if I had completed these goals, I would have surpassed the 60,000 points necessary for level 1. I would have surpassed by barely the points needed for level 2. Okay. And so on sheet 2, this is going to be, did I make that? Okay. I really only did 2,000 in sales. I qualified 1 recruit. And I was paid at director that month. Notice it's put in my 6,000 I actually earned. The next month, heck no, I made 4,000 in sales. I way surpassed what I wanted. I did 2, and I promoted that month to advanced director. And so I, on the next page, put what I actually did. So that way, if I don't hit my goal or I go over my goal, I know where I actually stand towards those trip points. And so, yes, you can do this actual of what the points you have. You can do that directly on the Pampered Chef website. And nobody cares that I did it on my own website. If I make a mistake here, they're not going to say, oh, honey, on your form, you have it. You're right. You can have the trip. Yeah, that's not happening. So the important thing about this is the goal, that I can figure out what I personally need to do from wherever I'm at in a year. I want that trip. What are the ways? Play with it. Okay, if I have 5,000 in sales, I didn't get my 2 recruits, I don't have anybody looks like they're going to qualify. So if I change it to 5,000 in sales and only 1 recruit, I still am going to make that 90,000 points that I need. And so that's where you can manipulate and play and see whether you're going to make it or not. I'm not expecting anybody to create this. I will create it for all of you and send it out to you so that you can kind of have a way to see where you're at and what you need to do on your style of business. Some people are better at the selling in Pampered Chef. Some people are better at the recruiting in Pampered Chef. So if you know your points come, and I think for most of us, those points for recruiting and qualifying recruits, those add up so quick that's the magic in earning those trips. And so I will share that with all of you once we know what the point formula is 2 days from now on Monday, when they announce what the next trip is. It is it. Oh, 2 days. It is tomorrow. My weekend's over. Damn it. Damn it. And my report cards aren't done. Yay. Oh, no. It's okay. It's okay. I have a dartboard. I can finish quick. So what else?
Grade do you teach?
I teach 6th grade. Middle school monsters. Yeah. So is there anything else you would like to see again, or any other question you have about forms? Or if there's another Google question, you can just throw it at me and I can just punt from left field.
Okay, you had shown us something about adding a video in our form.
Okay, I can do that at the top of a form. what's the name of the baseball team that's in Inland Empire? What are they called?
Quakes?
Quakes.
No, that's you guys in Rancho.
Oh,
What is it?
oh, in San Bernardino. What are they called?
Quakers?
No.
What?
Yeah, the 66ers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Because I think that's, I must have saved it under, I had a Google account when I was the cheer booster president person. I know that there was a form there I already had with one, but it must be under that account. We'll just make one. Or we'll do it on the top of the training one. Okay, so when I go to my palette and I am choosing my image for my header, when I go to upload, I'm going to browse. Oh, I have to already save it. That's right. So I'm going to go first to Google. Get out of this. I'm going to go first to Google and I am going to do video clip from, what did we dress up as when we were last year? What's the name of that movie?
Oh, League of Their Own?
League of Their Own. Okay, so here's the no crying in baseball clip, right, from YouTube.
Our new house is amazing.
There is a bit of an issue with our neighbor's fencing.
And
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance.
of course, I'm showing you something I do only once in a blue moon. So now I got to remember how to do it. I save it. No, that saves it on YouTube. I share it. Is that how I do it? Or I just take the link. I'm going to take the link and copy it. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to go back to my form.
How did you copy the link again? Can you go back really quick?
Sure. So I was here. And when you go to on YouTube, you go to the share button.
Okay.
It'll give you here this option to copy the link.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you also, if you only want a certain part of a video that you want to share, you can play the video and find out that I want the part that exactly says there's no crying in baseball. And if I know that that starts at 1 minute and 11 seconds, I go to that part of the, so I'm going to play this.
For bundling made
I got to
easy,
get rid of the
go to
commercial because I don't pay for
geico.com.
no commercials. Okay, so if I want a certain part, I go to that part of the video by using the little drag thing, and I get to exactly where I want in the video. And when I share it, I can share it starting exactly at that point at 59 seconds. So I only send the part of the video that I want to send. So I'm copying the link. And then when I go here to choose an image, I'm playing right now. I think that's how you do it. No. So it has to be a video you already have, I believe, because YouTube is really hard about copying videos. So it has to be a video clip you already have saved in your videos. This is Sarah's computer. That's why I don't know what's saved on it, but it's here, right here in the choose image section. If you have a video saved, when you click on it, it will play in the banner. It will play the video, but you have to
Does
have
it
the
have
video.
a size limit that we can upload? Because then maybe we can upload some of the ones that are in marketing.
Okay, let me go try to go to marketing. Do you know a short video off the top of your head?
If you go to
I
products
think
and
the garlic one is short.
I'm going to download this video. I don't know how
Not that one, the one below it.
Okay. Okay, garlic press video I downloaded. So now when I go to my form and I want to choose an image and I want to upload it, I'm going to browse and it should be in my downloads.
Almost done. You can see it down there.
You see it?
Yeah, you can see it spinning.
Hers are alphabetized, so I think it was called garlic press. No. Hers is set up so different than my computer. Where did you see spinning? Oh, down here at the bottom. Oh, it's video how to. So maybe at the bottom in video how to. Video product how to. So looking down here at what it's called, if you're alphabetized, we're going to choose this. We're going to open. Selected video. It doesn't look like it. Normally it opens it when you do it. Or
It said it was not
it says you
supported.
can drag it. So let me try to drag it there.
Try to drag the other one.
How to is not supported for upload. So it's not supporting it, I guess.
You have to save it first, maybe?
It is saved. It saved it automatically.
Oh, okay.
So it's saying for whatever reason they aren't supported. That's a bummer. But I know that I've done it by choosing the image and uploading the video. So when I find out a shortcut method to do that, I will let you know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how I did it before, was I just did it in the, and you can hear in this section, besides inserting, you can change your font that you want for your form by doing the font style. But yeah, that is where you normally do that. You can also make sure in the settings that you don't want somebody to respond more than one time. You can limit their response, or you can allow them to edit their response afterwards. So if you're doing a contest and you only want them to enter once, make sure to limit to one response. So those are the forms. Is not really that hard, but that is the basics of how to do one.
Yeah.
Oh, we had, who did we have? Oh, it looked like we had somebody else try. No.
That was good. And I learned something new myself. So thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else, ladies?
Oh, and then so what did you want me to show them?
That was kind of it also, is whenever you get anything in your drive, it's the same thing. File, make a copy of everything.
Right. But you wanted something about the keep share. What did you want to show? Do you want to just share your screen and show them what you wanted to talk about keep share?
Oh, let me get to something real quick.
The training guide. When they want to use the pictures from there. Isn't that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
so when you're in
the save to keep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna share my screen now. Okay. So the only thing that I was thinking was can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So when you're here and you see something like this, if it's not yours, you can't do anything with it. Like you can't save it. You can't manipulate it. You can't even highlight it with the blue around it. You have to go up into file and make a copy so that it can be yours, so that you can edit it. So once you do, then you can click on it. I right click and click save to keep. Because now that puts it into the side, which I call my gallery, my photo gallery. So from here, then you can right click that save image or copy image if you're going to be putting it into the message to your host. You can just copy the image without pulling it into your computer storage. But that was the one thing, is you need to have everything over here in order to maneuver it to where you want it to go. That was my 2 cents. Yes. Okay. So anything.
The other thing that I was going to show you, somebody asked me how I do it and I forgot, and I can just show you guys here. Let me get Sarah's computer. I can't get back to, I have to close all my tabs. Her computer doesn't let me for some reason. Let me see. Oh, no, escape. Yeah, I still can't see the Zoom. Once I do something on her computer, Zoom is buried behind everything and I have to close every single tab I have open in order to see the Zoom again to share my screen.
Is it a Mac?
Yes.
You know what I found at the, if this helps, at the bottom on your bar, there's the little Zoom. I would go back to that.
Yeah, I can't get for on hers. It's not, is yours a desktop?
This is a, no, it's a laptop.
Yeah, on my laptop, that's how it works for me too. But she bought the big old giant screen. That's why you see me looking clear up. And on the laptop, on the desktop, it works different than my laptop does.
What about right here?
Yeah, I can see that now, but when I go to when I open a tab, sometimes it won't let me leave to see that anymore. So it's, I don't know. I'll figure it out someday. If I don't ever put my Google full screen, then I can do it. But if I go to do my Google full screen, then it screws me up. So I'm gonna go to a Google Sheet. Somebody asked me how, like when I made the bingo card, how I did the check boxes. And so that's what I was going to.
Oh, that's good.
Going to show you. So I'm going to drive, bingo. I'm not sharing my screen yet, Laura. Okay. So I have here the bingo card, one of them. Okay. So I'm in any box. It doesn't matter. I'm going to choose a box over here. You use the insert, and when you have insert, clear down here, you have checkbox, and you just add it. And once it's in that box, now I can check it, uncheck it, check it, uncheck it. And so it's just really super simple. I believe if I want to add check boxes to a whole column, I can do insert checkbox, and now I just added it to the whole column all at one time, and they all behave independently of each other. So on something like the form we made yesterday, where you had all of your people that you wanted to know, what did we call that, booking blitz, something, you could do that, make check columns and make check boxes that they said yes, they said maybe, they said whatever. So instead of having to type that each time, you could put those check marks. Ooh, that was good speaking. You could put check marks there. So here I could ask, this could be my said no, said yes, said maybe, said later, or this could be that you sent the, so here I want to insert check boxes. And now I can just check off wherever they are at and be able to see it in columns. It could also be the messages that Shelly sent us from Rocky, like at day 1, send this, day 2, send this. You could have that you sent message 1. I can't type. Sent message 2. So that you, some of us are really tied and love our paper stuff. my paper stuff starts out all pretty and neat. And then I'm talking to a host, I'm talking to a guest, I'm doing something, I needed a phone number, and pretty soon I have all these little chicken scratch notes or doodles all over my paper ones. And so this just allows me to keep it in a neater format. And as I'm making those calls, I will just check, oh, I sent message 2, I sent message 1 to whomever those people were that were on my tracking list that I created from the people that I contacted. And so that's how you insert check boxes. On my inventory, I started really good ones, and I just need to get through and finish it. But you can also in this box insert a link. And so that is what I do use. So if I go to the Pampered Chef website and I get the link for a product, I can click it there. So if I need a video about the product or the price about the product or the whatever about the product from my inventory, I can just copy and paste that link, and I can take my list, my inventory list, and I can sort it alpha or I can sort it by number. And so it's really easy. If you're looking, somebody says, I need product 2794. I'm like, hell, I don't know what product 2794 is, but I can go to my inventory list and click it because it's by number. And pull up that video, and I can send that to them. So you can embed a link in the same way. Just click the box and click insert the link, and then I would just put the link here. I don't have Pampered Chef open, but that's how you embed a link. While I'm talking about embedding links, does everybody know how to do a link so the link doesn't show up looking like gobbledygook?
Show us.
Okay, so let me get a link first. Consultants Corner.
When you say gobbledygook, as in what? As in posting in Facebook or posting somewhere else?
No,
Or
just
what?
anywhere where you post a link and it shows up as, you know, the URL from the top. So I'm just going to open a party. Oh, open the cart. I'm just getting a link.
Okay.
So I'm going to open up the cast iron skillet, and up here is the link for the cast iron skillet, the 5.5 inch. So I'm going to copy that, Command C, and then I want to insert the link here. The text is going to say cast iron skillet. Okay, because I put the text there, and then I put here the link and I apply it. So the word there says cast iron skillet. So if I want to send them a link that is a training video for whatever, instead of it showing up as this, all the gobbledygook numbers it created for the link, now all my person will see is that's the link for cast iron skillet. And when they click it, it takes them, you know, back to what is the price, what are the product details, what is an image. And so if you put that on your inventory list, right, and you want to send a picture of it, you don't have to log into Pampered Chef, go to Consultants Corner, look it up in a catalog. If you have that next to you on the inventory list that you keep on your phone or keep whatever, you can send that message just from your inventory list. And when you send the link and you embed it that way, it doesn't look like that long string of whatever.
Right.
Sometimes links are like 3 lines long.
Yeah.
Right?
So does that just work on
Anything Google.
Okay, because what I do is I save links on a notepad screen on my phone. So you can't apply that same, because I don't think you get that option. Because I just do a copy paste and I just have one note that says Pampered Chef, whatever. And I
So
have
in the program OneNote is what you're talking about?
No, it's not OneNote. It's just a notepad screen on my
in
phone.
your notes on your phone.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's not something I don't think that I've seen there.
I don't know.
Because I just use a notepad screen, and
right.
like if I need the catalog link, it's there. I just flip over or whatever. So
right. But if you're embedding it in something you're creating, that's just the way to do it.
Your hyperlink.
Yes.
Good job.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. So that concludes this training. Know that we all are resources to each other. I'm not an expert in many things, but I can figure out most things Google if I haven't done them myself already. And so you can always just send me a message and say, how do you do this? If I don't know, I'll figure it out, then I'll call you.
Do you guys use Google Sheets on your phone
Yes.
also, or
Yes.
you're friendly on the phone too? Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to teach my husband because he's always asking me, his business bills are separate from my bills. And he's always going, did I pay? When's it due? And it's like, dude, I have just budget. I click it and it opens up, my spreadsheet opens up on my phone. I said, I just add a new column for a new month. I just click it off as I pay it. How come you don't have some? Because I don't know how. So I took his phone and I set it up. But yeah, my sheets open and work the same way on my phone as they do on the
That's
computer.
better than, at least he can do that. My husband has a flip phone.
But he's
Oh, cool.
Android. I don't know why he thinks an Android phone. I don't know. So I always have to kind of figure out the Apple to Android when I go to his phone. But yeah.
So you
It
know,
works.
when you talk and your phone hears you,
Uh-huh.
he's not gonna get my wish list that way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, there you go.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your time. This was great information.
No
I
worries.
love it. I love it. Okay, well, we are going to end this training segment here. And then